What's up, YouTube? Back again for another video. I wanted to review bino harnesses today. I know this is kind of a topic that is very much discussed within archery, what works best for other people. There are three harnesses that I've used personally. I've seen a couple others, I may mention them or not, but the first one being the Sitka bino harness. Really like this harness. We'll go into detail a little bit more. Very well thought out. So first one. Second, some marsupial gear. This one I really like as well. Really well thought out, a lot of accessories. We'll go over the ones that I like, the ones I have. And then last but not least, the new Kifaru Deluxe Bino Harness. Just got it in, played with it a little bit at the house, and yeah, we'll jump into these reviews. So, first one being the Sitka Bino Harness. This has been my go-to for years. I did cut the back strap off of it. They have a single strap that just loops around your back, goes from side to side, and it clipped in. I didn't see the need for it. I kept it unbuckled most of the time, and it just ended up being in the way, so I just went in and cut it off. I'll show you here. So, slide this bad boy on. So, it doesn't really move without it, right? If you bet jump, but I don't jump when I hunt, so. But it stays pretty much situated. Quiet fabric. I hunt mainly whitetail. Quiet fabric is a big thing. So I don't have this fully set up for hunting right now, but this, like I said, is my go-to. I'm not a huge fan of the binocular straps. So I like that these can unclip. However, this one right here, I went ahead and just took a little piece of D-loop material, made a loop for it, and now it is my rangefinder tether. So works out pretty well. And then if I don't want it, I can just unclip it and it's gone. So there's that. So like I said, really like this bino harness. I wish the lids had magnets in them so they would sit like this. If not, they pop back up. Although one-handed operation for bino or for rangefinder, one-handed operation for binos. In and out. And then same thing on this other side. This is just another rangefinder pouch. You can actually take these off and put whatever you want. There's a molly webbing behind there. I just really like how these pouches are structured. There's not any play in them, or not a lot of play in them. You know, they actually have stays in them, so they pretty much stay where they're at. Another good feature I like about this harness is that this lid system, although it does open opposite of a lot of lid systems, a lot of times we'll see on the other two, they fold forward and they stay forward. This one, however, though, has magnets. They're not loud, right? And it stays up and out of the way. So that is a huge advantage to this. Like I said, quiet too. One-handed operation, latch, unlatch, in and out with one hand, perfectly fine. One disadvantage I would say to this one is accessories. Like I said, you can only take these two off. It's all the accessories you can add. There's no molly webbing on the bottom here. You have the little pouch here with a strap, a little pouch right here with a strap, and you have a built-in lens cleaning cloth. That's a pretty cool feature with this one. It's in a little pouch on the inside, but that's really it for storage other than your two little side compartments. Rangefinder's pretty much kept up. There's a little pouch in the front of each one of these, although I wouldn't really trust, especially if you're walking around in the backcountry, putting stuff in there, as there's nothing to secure it. It's just kind of stretchy pouch. So if I'm sitting in a tree stand, I'll put my archery release in there, but if I'm walking, it's not in here just because of past experiences of losing a release. So yeah, most time whenever I'm walking, I'll tuck it in beside my bino or something like that. One last feature we're going to talk about is straps. So these straps are nice and sleek, as you can see in the back, right? So a sleek strap, you're not putting a bunch of weight in here, so there's no need to have a real thick strap. You know, it's not cutting into your neck or anything like that. And so these little skinny straps work really well for me. I really like them. Whenever you're out South Texas, heat is another thing. So if you have those big thick straps or a big block on your back, cause you to sweat behind that. And I feel like the littler straps are better for that. So with that, we'll get to the next bino harness. I'm gonna swap my binos and my rangefinder real quick. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back with the second bino harness, being the marsupial gear. Really like this harness. It's comfortable to wear. The pouches sit a little bit lower than the harness. I don't know if I like that, just because streamline, you know, put your arms underneath, whatever. But overall, really like this harness as well. The material is definitely louder. That's a big thing when bow hunting. I really don't care for the material they use. I know it's a really good material because I've used this. I use this for rifle hunting a lot. One, because of the accessories on it, and you know, being 100 yards away, you can be a little bit louder than being within 20 yards. So really like this harness for rifle hunting. All the accessories. So one-handed operation yet again. Rangefinder pouch has the magnet I was talking about to keep the lid open. Big deal for me. I typically run a bungee tether on here. I don't have it on me currently. It's at the house. So, but yeah, it just clips down right here. There's a little loop on the side. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, just in case when you're up in tree stand so it doesn't fall like that. It's got no extra storage in the rangefinder pouch. That is it. Rangefinder, I really don't mind that. Fits my rangefinder good. I'm running the Razor HD 4000. Love that rangefinder. Glass is super clear. Matter of fact, if I'm hunting tight woods, I won't even carry my binoculars. I'll just carry my rangefinder and put it on my belt with no bino harness. No need for it. So anyways, rangefinder. This pouch is just their small zipper pouch. I'll go over a couple more here in a minute that you can swap in and out for here. 3D archery, I put a couple different ones on here. You have the molly webbing on the bottom. So go over attachments here. You have this big stretchy pouch in the front with a zipper. So you can put your archery release in there and you don't have to worry about it coming out. You can zip it closed. It's all the way enclosed. Really like that feature. One-handed operations on the binos. So the magnets, yet again, will keep that lid open. Like that feature. One-handed operation, in and out. The rangefinder pouch does not have any kind of stays in it. It's kind of, you know, just not a huge deal breaker for me for the rangefinder pouch. However, the bino harness has these boxy configuration. Helps keep it open when the binos are out. That was just a one-handed back in and one-handed to close. I will say I've had deer blow out due to these magnets. They can be loud. So that's kind of a downfall to this harness. Although if I'm, you know, as long as it's not raining, I'll just flip it open and keep it open. So not a huge deal. The Sitka one definitely has the advantage for quietness. As y'all can hear me moving around, it's pretty loud. So straps. These straps are a little bit thicker. I don't mind them as much, although it feels kind of awkward. Like these things, like I feel like gravity doesn't hold them perfect, right? Like there's not all the tension is even across the four straps. As the X on the Sitka harness and the Kifaru harness, you know, they can move within each other, and so you have all four tension stays the same, and I feel like that keeps it a little bit more stable on your chest when you have it on. Not a huge deal breaker. These straps also have padding in them, so like I said, I don't run a lot of weight in my bino harness, so it doesn't bother me that there is padding or bother me that there's not, but it is kind of just an added feature. So let's get to the coolest part of this pack. The coolest part of this pack is definitely features. So all you got to do is pop one button and both of these pouches will come off. Rangefinder pouch, right? And they have bunches of pouches. This is the small zipper pouch that I had on there. Here's the large zipper pouch. You can fit a walkie-talkie down in there. I use the Sitka Shake Dry. I'll stuff it down in here, put it here. If I don't want to carry a pack and I know there's a chance of rain, I'll carry this. You can put on another rangefinder pouch. Yes, I have two. So there's that option. Another cool option, can't remember what they call this pouch, but they should have called it the Little Joey. It's a zipper pouch, it's got stays in it. I've got batteries. Apparently I carried this for 3D archery last. Batteries, lip balm, a couple Allen wrenches in there. So, but it goes under the bino harness like so. I really like this. It's kind of sleek. Gives you a bunch of extra storage. You can put your releases in there or whatever. Really like this pouch because it's real, doesn't add a lot, and it's got a stretcher zipper pouch again. So there's that. This is my favorite one during 3D archery. It's kind of overlooked. It's a sunglasses holder, right? Take your, I'm gonna grab my sunglasses here. So these are the Costa Rincons. Just take them, close them, put them in there, right? And it's right there. So shooting 3D archery, I have blue eyes, real sensitive to light. Always wearing sunglasses. Sometimes I wear them when I shoot even. But yeah, so this is a really good feature. Really like this. You can also take this pouch, put it under here if you want a second pouch. So like I said, accessories, this bino harness has it figured out. Last, for late season, the hand muff. So it's got molly webbing across the top, attaches right there underneath, has got pull strings on the outside. Love this hand muff. You can put a couple of hand warmers in here, especially for rifle hunting. So you don't have to wear gloves to maneuver your binoculars or whatever. Just put them in there, keep your hands warm. Another thing, late season whitetail. Like I said, I really don't like this harness for white bow hunting, but late season, this muff goes with me. One, I don't know if y'all have ever had this, but your aluminum release can get really, really cold. And so if you have it clipped on your bowstring all the time and then go to grab it, it's really cold to the hand. I don't know, I'm just kind of weird about that. So what I'll do is I'll put it in here with the hand warmers right here at my waist, so I can just pull it out and I've got it. Another thing that's really cool about this, another stretchy zipper pouch. And there's many more. I know you can put like a gun holster underneath here, all kinds of accessories Marsupial has. So on the accessory side of the bino harness, Marsupial definitely takes the cake. My only downfall to this is the loud magnets, loud material. That's really it. So with that, we'll get to the new one, the Kifaru Deluxe. All right, guys, here it is. This is the Kifaru Bino Harness, the Deluxe one. I've got the navigation pouch. I'll show y'all that here in a minute. I took it off. Really didn't like it for whitetail hunting. Thought I would, just because I love the extra storage that Marsupial offers. However, I see the reason that Aaron Snyder designed it the way he did with mapping and all that. Like, where I hunt on a ranch where I know every canyon, pretty much walked them all, know my way around it. So don't really have a need for that. Maybe to put your release in. Like I said, I hadn't really had this harness that long. So you get your rangefinder pouch here, one-handed open. You can actually like flip this open and it will stay, although there is no magnets or anything like that. I know Aaron Snyder did this for backcountry so it doesn't affect your compass. However, I think there needs to be a magnetic option to hold and keep stuff at bay. So there's that, one-handed in or out range, one-handed back. So this does have a stay in the back of it. I can feel there's some structure as well. I guess there's none in the bottom. So other than that, closing the lid on this guy, it is not a one-handed operation. So it's got a piece of, I don't know if it's an arrow shaft or something in there, and it's rigid at the top and it clips over that to hold it in. So it is not a one-handed operation, open and close. That is a huge downfall to whitetail hunting. Although I get why he did it for no magnets in the backcountry. Like I said, I think there needs to be a magnet option with this. Other than that, I'm a huge Kifaru guy. I run their hip quiver, the Rogan, together for tack. I'll post another video on my tack setup or my quiver setup that I use. And I don't know, I didn't fall in love with this harness whenever I got it. I thought I would. Pre-ordered it, first day it was pre-orderable, as I have all Kifaru stuff that I carry. And I didn't love this harness. So getting into the actual Bino pack, I had messaged Aaron Snyder on Instagram asking what size I ordered. I carry the Vortex Viper HD 12x50s. He said order the large. However, height-wise, I would agree with him. Width-wise, I mean, you can run your rangefinder in there beside your Bino harnesses. I feel like there's a lot of wasted space within this. The back, yet again, is rigid. The bottom of this Bino harness, rangefinder back out of here. The bottom is rigid within this. So one-handed in and out, it's just really sloppy. I don't know why, I don't like that. And yet again, for the one-handed closing, if you notice it didn't make it. So you gotta pick up on that, push in, and it's back on. So that is a huge downfall to one-handed operation. Another one is with the marsupial one as well. I hate to compare it to that, but it is not quiet material at all. So another cool feature is he ran the lid all the way down, so there's like a little pouch right here. I saw he said you can, do self-filming with it. Put this in here like that, and you can film as you walk. Good B-roll, stuff like that. That is a pretty cool feature. However, I feel like on the other Bino harnesses, you can just take your phone right here and put it in front of your binos and do the same thing. But I get why I did it. Maybe run a battery pack down in there, some extra hand warmers or whatever. Another cool thing is if you're an elk hunter, you can put your reed calls in the lid. These are two little pouches right here. They're padded so they keep your eyepieces clear and free. So yeah, it's got molly webbing up front, so that is for the navigation pouch they have. However, I hate to say it, but you can put marsupial pouches on here. It does have molly webbing on the bottom, so you can run your hand muff at the bottom. Holsters, I know they have those right now. And then the Deluxe comes with this little zipper pouch. I hadn't quite figured out what I'm going to use this for. Looks like it's the same dimensions as the rangefinder pouch. It's just got a zipper in it. There's nothing to it. There's no stays in it. So hadn't played around with that one yet. But overall, my biggest complaint is the lid system. Huge, you got a bucket 45 yards and you don't know that. You need to range, right? So you can open, range with one hand, get it back in there. But like to close your lid, if you needed to do something to make sure it wasn't gonna fall out, it's a two-handed process. Yet again, with the binos, you can open with one hand, get your binos up, put them back in. But to close the lid, it is a two-handed process. Granted, it's not a great two-handed process, but when you're whitetail hunting in a tree stand, as little movement as possible. So if I can just throw my binoculars up one hand, throw them back in there, close the lid, be done, is a definitely added bonus. The one advantage they have over the Sitka one with their straps, so they kind of widened them compared to the Sitka one. They're more the size of the marsupial, probably a 1-inch strap here. So they have the X just like the Sitka one. I really like this. It is, I don't know if y'all can see it in the video, but there's actually where they cross together, right? Like you're looking at it, where they cross together, there's 3 of them, so you can adjust it. That is a pretty cool feature. So this takes the cake on the straps. A little bit wider, got a lot more adjustability. Yet again, they're skinny, so if you're hunting South Texas, you're not sweating underneath your straps. So, like I said, I have the navigation pouch. It's got a stay in the back side of it, kind of cool. Flops open. It's got the fuzzy side of Velcro everywhere, so you can Velcro stuff in here to keep it up. There's a secondary pouch in here, store stuff. It's got a zipper pouch on the front. It's not stretchy material, but it is where you could store extra stuff in the front of it. And then it would go just right here on this MOLLE webbing like this. It kind of sticks out. I don't know if y'all can tell that by the video. It's wider than the Bino harness. That kind of bothers me just because it hangs out over, especially if you weren't running a rangefinder pouch or a zipper pouch. It's kind of weird to me that it would be that wide, but other than that, I could see how it could be useful in the backcountry. However, for whitetail hunting, I don't really see the need for this. So with all that being said, my favorite Bino harness would be the Sitka Bino harness, just because every pocket has stays in it. They stay open. Quiet material, little straps, you don't sweat underneath them, and one-handed operation for everything. However, I do think that they could add a little bit, like maybe a zipper pouch here or MOLLE webbing here, so you could add some of those other accessories to it. But I know there's a lot more options out there. I'd love to hear about them. Maybe I'll go get them and try them out. Leave your comments below if you think I should try out a different one. But for now, Sitka's where I'll stay. Like I was saying, I wish they had a couple more features on here, maybe some MOLLE webbing in the front, bottom, so you can just add accessories. But overall, structurability, one-handed operation, little straps, Sitka harness takes it. So appreciate y'all tuning in for this video on Bino harnesses. If y'all want to see any other reviews, please leave it in the comments what y'all want to see. I'll be coming out with a couple bow reviews here later. Hip quiver, I'll do a review on that. Other than that, see y'all in the next one.